Welcome to Pacific. Oh, um, welcome to Pacific Drive. Um, this game so far, has been about. I'm definitely not stalling while I open the thing so that you can see the game. There you go. So far, in Pacific Drive, we have. We got sucked off into an excursion zone. It's a government restricted area. Inside of the restricted area, we found a lot of abandoned equipment where it's clear that the government agency that officially was here has left. In their place, there is a bunch of anomalies that were left behind, a lot of which being hyper aggressive, and a lot of which enhanced because of the government experimentation that was done on them. Um, we have been slowly learning more and more about the story while traveling through this world inside of our station wagon called a Remnant, also known as Remy the Remnant. Our station wagon is our first line of defense, offense, and mode of transportation. Um, Using this car and being guided by three people, Dr. Ophelia Turner, who is the founding member of the government, well, not the government organization, but the founder and creator of limb technology. We'll get to that in a second. Who is also married to another guy named Alan, who died by saving basically everybody. He was working in an area called a well, and it was going to explode, question mark, but he sacrificed himself to save everybody. In its place, it caused mass hallucinations and earthquakes. Then, with our story, because once again, this is way after that, there are like 100-something people left over, one of which being Oppie, and the other two being Francis and Tobias. Tobias has died. He died in effort to get us closer to the well, which is the final goal, because it seems like it's going to explode again. And Francis was his boyfriend, and he is, or husband, I don't know. And he's another scientist. So now, Oppie and Francis are both trying to guide us to the well. There's also a third storyline of a journalist named Chiaki, who is looking into Dr. Ophelia Turner and Arda and the IEM technology. Speaking of the IEM technology, I don't remember, or rather, it's not IEM. Sorry, that's a different thing. I was thinking of limb technology. It's a limb technology. What it basically is Dr. Ophelia Turner discovered a way to access wireless energy. I was thinking of IBM. She was able to access wireless energy, wireless power, using a unique frequency. However, it seems like that frequency had a side effect, which may be tearing a rift through reality and causing these anomalies to even exist in the first place. So, inside of this area, there is a frequency that is causing all of this to happen in a way. And that was her discovery. She discovered that, but then Arda took it over. The R in Arda stands for resonance. They took it over and basically dominated her project and shut her out of the whole situation. And then got nothing done, and then they left. So yeah. So our goal is to get to a well to stop another explosion from happening, and also escape the excursion zone before our car drives us insane. By the way, we just finished a run when we ended the last VOD. We ended it, like, right after we finished the run. We got this hood and discovered that there is a lot more. I don't know what's going on there. So for those of you watching the VOD, I'm just going to pause the VOD straight up. I'm going to fix the car, get it all good again, and then we'll jump back into driving, okay? We pulled at some of those roots. We tugged them up. It was a tree. The trees are growing into the ground. Root.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
Excuse me? Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry.
Get the cat food
Mommy?
room.
Sorry.
Luckily, there's no cats in this game. Difference between this run... Oh, by the way, VOD watchers, we changed nothing. We just fixed stuff. Oh, I changed out the 2 batteries in the back for new ones, and because they were oxidized, and it turned out that our motor was busted. So we should be going 50 horsepower more than before, which is pretty cool. Oh. And I rebuilt the nitrous thing at the top, the nitro bumper or whatever. What? There. So this is X, this is triangle. So, now we have that again. Hey Anna, how you doing? The difference between this run and the last run that we did is I'm actually going to pick things up along the way. Because I feel as though, now that we're in the deep zone, I feel as though the issues that we ran upon were because I didn't have the things needed to fix stuff. Because I didn't loot along the way. So instead of rushing progress, we're just going to take it slow. If we start to run out of time, then we'll leave. But, like, otherwise, we're just going to take it slow and loot along the way. Yeah. Easter, more like stupid Ghanem. Easter is kind of a dumb holiday. Well, I don't have my things on me. Oh, yeah, I do. They're just not bound. Easter is kind of a dumb holiday when you think about it. It's like discount Christmas, because, like, both are religious holidays. But one managed to, like, make its way into, like, the zeitgeist of everything, where, like, even people, like, not religious care about Christmas, you know? But Easter didn't really do that. Like, the only thing that Easter worked its way into is the candy industry. Story of Jesus Christ Superstar? Incorrect. It's the story of Jesus Christ Superstar. Ew. Second Coming. That's what it's called. It's Jesus Christ Superstar, the Second Coming. But it's not spelled how you think. This is when they, like, this one is made, like, semi-recently. So, like, the church isn't as against the gays as they were. So they really leaned into it. They really leaned into it. What? Huh? Actually, though, this is Jesus Christ Superstar, the second coming. Are we talking about the gays? We're always talking about the gays here, right? That's the job of an ally. Yeah. You're busted again? Can't make a mechanics kit, dog. What the fuck? That was 2 seconds. There's nothing I can do. We just gotta go. Talking about Jesus' 12-man orgy. Mm-hmm. I have no clue what you're talking about. Do you not know what Jesus Christ Superstar is? Is that where the miscommunication is here? Is that you don't know what that is? Or is it that you don't know about the second coming? One of these is easier to explain than the other. I pressed every button except for the one that I wanted to press. That's wild. Another happy landing. Jesus Christ Superstar. Not knowing Jesus Christ Superstar is not a negative. You're allowed to be wrong, you know? Just like Quack's allowed to be wrong about Mystery Skulls. About Mr. Skulls. Mr. E. Skulls. I might be able to make the mechanics kit now. I can. Something's wrong with my right door, apparently. Doesn't look broken to me. Oh, never mind. What's that noise? It's fine. I think I have 2 ceiling kits. That's an electrician's kit. I'm just going through all my shit right away. So anyways, where's that arc? Oh, right there. I went the wrong way. Jesus Christ Superstar is a little redundant to say. You're right, they are kind of the same word twice. I just don't understand why you need a second one for it to be gay. The first one was already gay. Yeah, but this time they're leaning into the gay. I'm not saying that the first one wasn't gay. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that in the second one, they're really leaning into the gay, you know? In the first one, it is gay, but they leaned against the gay, you know? They were trying to hide the gay a lot of the time, you know? So in the second one, in the second coming, not spelled how you think, that one they lean into the gaze. So it's like, you know, the King Herod scene, especially the one in the 80s version. I think it's 80s. Why did that happen? Oh, because the left right went into it. Especially the one in the 80s version, you know, the King Herod scene. It's just like, it's that vibe, but for the whole movie. Like, to the point where, like, some say that it goes too far, you know? It's like, it's just too much, you know? Not that it goes too far, it's that it's too much, you know? Others say it's just right. What are you gonna do now? Not the 2000 version? Well, King Herod in the 2000 version was significantly less flamboyant. The scene as a whole. Not King Herod himself. I think King Herod himself pretty equal. Pretty equal overall. But like the scene as a whole is way more flamboyant in the 70s version. I just think the 1973 one was more cunty. Sure, I mean, I think cunty and flamboyant are kind of synonymous, but sure, sure. Turn on my lights. Wrong? That's fine. I feel like that's interpretation, but, you know, that's fine. No maker. Not spelled how you think. So if that's what you thought, then it's spelled the other way. Up. But Judas and Jesus kiss in 2000. They kiss in both. They also kiss in the Bible. So... Sorry to book it on the Jesus Christ Superstar talk, but mobile data hates Twitch mobile. It's like a dream come true for dude, and they're abandoning it. Huh? Oh, I see. It's spoiling us of what Ace just did. I see. What was that? It's this.
Why they made it so hard to find Prime sub now, gross.
Yeah, they really did. Thank you for the 30... Thank you for the 39 months. I hope you enjoy your emotes and your balloons. God damn, 39 months. Yeah, they made it really hard to find Prime. But that thing that popped up at the top of the chat was the sub goal getting started. Because every single stream we have a sub goal of 8 points. Which translates to... It's 8 points. Twitch subs are 1 point. Twitch tier 2... Sorry. Tier 1 and primes are 1 point. Tier 2s are 2 points. And then tier 3s are 6. So basically, excuse me. So basically, we need 1 tier 3 and then 2 tier 1s, or 1 tier 3, 1 tier 2. You know, it's like that kind of thing. Yeah. And then that reaches the sub goal. Or just, you know, 8 tier 1s. with those two lights right there. Don't know. Never will. I'm not saying anyone is wrong in their opinion of the gayness of Jesus Christ Superstar. I'm just saying that the overall 1973 movie was the most cunty in my opinion. I do think that the 1973 version was more like queer coded. I do think that. I think that it is much more gay in general, the 1973 version. I, however, do like the 2000s version more because of the performances within. I think that the overall performances in the 2000 version is honestly infinitely better. I think the only one that comes close in the original, in the 1973 version, is Judas. If Judas in the 2000s version wasn't the best character in the 2000 version, then Judas in the 1973 version would top him. But and Simon, oh yeah, true. Simon in the 1973 version is better. He just is better. He was cracked out of his mind. Yeah, he's better. I forgot about Simon. Literally my favorite character in the original, but not at all in the new one. I think they're both the same level of gayness, just different flavors. I don't agree. I think that, first off, the 1973 version has the benefit of being in 1973. Everything was a little gay in 1973. Like, that's just how it was. Not intentionally, it was just the vibes. Like, it just, everything was a little gay in 1973. So it has the benefit of that. But I definitely think both are, like, gay. But I think that the 1973 version, with all their open shirts and shit, I think that is... I think that takes the cake. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Is my tire popped or something? It's just alerting me that the circle is closing now, but I definitely seen the circle closing before. Alright, we're gonna head over to this corner and check out those 4 little houses. Also gonna stop by that service station that's there. And then I'm gonna try to climb the mountain and get up to the zone leaving area. If I can't get there, it's not that big of a deal. But we're gonna try. I love how many Christians would be frothing at the mouth listening to this. Yeah, but we don't need to acknowledge their existence. We can ignore that they exist because their lives have 0 value, so. Read wrong. I wonder how many Christians would be frothing at the mouth listening to this. That did not change my reply. said I love? I mean, it didn't change what you said. It changed it from a question to a statement, but either way, it was the same sentiment. Okay. Can I make another ceiling kit? No. Need rubber. Yay. Hey, rubber. Okay. I'm going to church when I came out as bi because I was basically dead to them, which is wild. That being said, the whole congregation of the church would go into shock reading this conversation. Good, fuck them. Nothing wrong with being religious. I wanna preface that. I know I come off as very anti-religious. It's not really religion itself. There's nothing wrong with being religious. Nothing wrong with believing in a higher power. Nothing wrong with it at all. There is something wrong with using that as an excuse to take out your anger and frustration on people. There is something wrong with using it as an excuse to harm others. So I just want to preface that anyone listening to this conversation, if you are religious, I have nothing against you. I really do not care what you believe in, to tell you the truth, as long as you don't use it against other people. That is all. I'm gonna go to this Numa tube, and then I think we're gonna skedoodle. I can imagine somebody having a black bear as a pet and that being a pretty good pet. Brown bears and grizzly bears, on the other hand, can die in a fucking hole. Fuck them. Those things are goddamn terrifying. No way. No way. Those things are fucking horrible. Hey, Gum, how you doing? Alright, let's do some mountain climbing. Hope it works out. 'Cause if it doesn't, we're a little fucked.
Here in sector 6, it's looking like a cloudy morning. Currently 58 degrees Fahrenheit, it's about 14 Celsius. Radiation low across the board, just an even 2.3 microsieverts an hour. There's a chance of showers coming in at, about 4 o'clock in the afternoon for a couple of hours. Should be a nice drizzle until the late evening. Then the clouds will move on and go back into hiding until next week. And it'll be a full moon out if you're late enough to catch it. That's all for now. Have a lovely, lovely day.
Ooh. Cat, if we enter a map and it's nighttime, we're gonna look to see if it's actually a full moon or not. Don't let me forget, because I will. Man, these all-terrain tires are fucking saving us. God damn. Okay. Know what the fuck is wrong with you? They're terrifying! We tried taking a warm bath. What happened? Working on art. My eyes burn. You can always show your art in the Discord. My back hurts. My arms are tired. Stop shrimping. They shouldn't die. Okay, fair. Fair. Still terrifying. Not as terrifying as Meese, though. Fuck Meese. Meese. Whoa, I had like a little bit of spit in the back of my throat. It made me sound like Jar Jar Binks. Meese. I'm never gonna be able to do that again. I'm never gonna be able to mimic that. That what just happened, that was a unique occurrence. That will never happen ever again. Okay. Can I see the schmoon? No. No schmoon. Okay. Put the art in the Discord. Let's see if I dox myself. Nope, we're good. Ooh. Smoking. Very nice, very good. Don't really know where to loot in here. I mean, I could like break these, but there's no way I can make any carbon fiber right now, though. I'm gonna check. There's no way I can. Like, I think I need tree candy and shit for that. Yeah, no way. Pretty close, though. If I could get tree candy, I could come back here and do it, maybe. I was gonna break that plasma thing, but I'm gonna intentionally leave it. This is such a good opportunity. Okay, I definitely can find some of that. Some of the bioluminescent shit, I can definitely find that. So how much would I be able to make? A lot. Okay. So we need to find the bioluminescent stuff, which is in the water. Just drive forward. Get to this little body of water up here. Nothing so far. There's that. Is this acid or water? Water. There's these bulbs here, but no... none of the gecko thingies. Gecko eggs, the marsh eggs. Let's head here and see if we can find anything along the way. So that machine that we passed by can be used to... it can be used to turn one material into a different material. The material that it needs is some bioluminescent creatures that can be found in this area. They're little crystals, really. They can be found here. Putting those bioluminescent crystal things into the machine will give us tree candy. The tree candy can then be put into the different machine to get us what? We can put the bioluminescence into a machine to get tree candy. That tree candy can then be made into can then be made into carbon fiberglass or whatever the hell. And that carbon fiberglass can then be traded for Olympian, which is an extremely rare material that we've only found like 14 of. So this is basically a long road to get us more Olympian, which allows us to make the best gear in the game that we've found so far. So finding this bioluminescent stuff is incredibly important. Some right there. Only one tree? That sucks. The battery just died. Go. Gotta recharge my batteries. Oh, I guess I can just do it from this one battery. Okay, the more you know. I need the thermal vac. Unfortunately, this is almost empty. But better than nothing. Okay. Now we have some swamp coral. Let's head back the long way. By heading just north, basically. We could stop by that, I guess. Let's see if we can find some more. I also noticed that my tire is broken, yes. But it is what it is. Okay, let's make our way up. Sunn is withholding information. Sunn does that often. It's common. I don't know what that was. Okay. Now up here. Why do all things I like cost monies? Relatable. I can put this in here. Did that shoot out the fucking... Did that shoot out the window? Looked like some might have shot out the window. It only gave me 2 tree candy. It's probably fine. Can I make a carbon fiberglass from that? It's tier 2? Can't make it because I can't upgrade my fucking workbench in the back of my car, and I can't upgrade the workbench in the back of my car because I don't have the fucking Olympian material to do that. So I need the Olympian material to upgrade my car, but to upgrade my car... What? I need the Olympian material to upgrade my car, but I need to upgrade my car to get the Olympian material. What is this, a fucking job searching? Tire's bulb. Simply live in the wild, no money, just work. Then you'd have to work. There's no burger in wild? Oh, yeah. I mean, like, you can make a burger in the wild. Burgers aren't complicated. Mince meat with rock. Welcome back, dude. Say that to dude. They smell great. Probably not. They actually just got out of work. Probably not. But they smell great. Who doesn't deserve that? Rude. Wow. Camera's looking a little dark today. Again, I feel like I say that every day. It is what it is. One less. There. Better. Much better. Alright, well. Keep an eye out for stuff. Olympian shit. We're now in that zone. Hi. Hi, Dixie Chris. How are you? How you doing? Yeah, I don't know why I'm not aligned with the bottom, but hey, it is what it is. Can you stare intently into the camera for 5 seconds?
Why they made it so hard to find
What are you kids listening to in here? I need to get some sleep.
I don't think this is what you wanted.
What is actually wrong with any of you?
You broke it. That's okay. This is what you. I'm staring. Hey, this is what you wanted. It's been much more than 5 seconds. It's been so much more. It's been so much more. Alright, well, okay, you took too long. You took too long. I'm moving on. Eco Blue, thank you for the by the way, I'll thank all the spoilers. I'll thank all the follows and give you the spiel in like 15 minutes. All right, guys. Can't write down this stuff fast enough. Yeah, I got a lot. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I will gladly answer whatever. All my stuff is not a secret. Okay, I'm only dying rapidly. Whoa! I wonder if taking these anchors out is making the circle close faster. Yeah, I like making the raids about the raider, not the raidee. Which is why we do the clip stuff. Yeah, exactly. What dude said, but like coming out of my mouth, so it's a little better. Just a little though, not by a lot. Dude is pretty close to my quality. It's just a little bit better, you know. There we go. So many good ideas. Thank you. I'm definitely not running out or anything. Rapidly. Drew, you're drunk? Always has been. I have a serious problem. That is not nice, young man. I never said I was nice. I don't want to leave that behind. I'll read the lore in a minute, too. Maybe it does make it close faster, because I definitely feel as though that was fast. I did get the Swift Storm thing. So maybe that's what it is I have the environmental effect of Swift Storm, so that made this happen faster. I don't even know what that is. A large portion of my alerts are physical things happening, but my office is beyond out of space. I get you. I get you. Yeah, I've been trying to like find ways to make things more of like an event. You know what I mean? That's kind of a large portion of like my idea. Did a tire just pop? No, I don't know what just happened. That's a large portion of the ideas of things that I'm going to be doing in the future. and I've spoken about that on stream before, of like having things be more eventful when things happen. Like recently we did I added a you know how some streamers do the thing where they have the wheel that they spin when they get like a sub and stuff, like they'll do the wheel spin. I took that idea and I made it more of like a sub goal thing, and I made it so that it like affects the entire stream, like it's like a huge moment kind of thing, where it like takes up a large amount of space or does something drastic, that kind of thing. So I wanted to make that more of an event. That was like the first thing that I did, of a wheel spin and not a wake spin, huh? That was like the first thing of that like idea track of like I want to make things more of events. What is happening to me? What is going on? Huh? There we go. I'm gonna leave him there because I think that's like a charging station thing. There's some Olympian stuff up here. What did you do? I don't know. I just feel like... Oh, I need the bigger thingy for this. What was that? Funny? I didn't get it. I don't get it. There we go. Whoops. I cannot drive? Yeah, I don't know what happened to me. Well, maybe it's just that I can't drive. But I honestly don't know. Oh, I think the... Hello? Hello? Oh, hey. Hey, guys. I think this blacksmith thing is causing me to jump like that. They're ending. We're returning. I think am I supposed to be small? I guess. Ooh. Only people with massive titties can get my joke? Oh, my bad. I'll work on it. I'll work on increasing my boobie size. Okay. Oh, wait. I don't need this on me. Okay. Do I have... I do. I need these. Okay. I made you small. Turned you into a baby. A little small baby. Stinky small, stinky baby. So stinky, you had to say it twice. I get it. See how it is. I get it. Stinky, small, stinky wolf baby too. Inside you there are two wolves. One is stinky, the other is stinky. One is a small baby. Well, I'm in a little bit of a pickle here. Yeah, so the blacksmith things basically make... me bounce. That's new. And there's some Olympian here. Yo, I just got lucky. What is this? Explosive crate. Yeah, I didn't think that through. Yeah, I didn't think that through. Yeah, that was a dumb thing that I just did. That was a dumb thing. That was a dumb thing. Inside of you, there's a ringworm. You are dying. Okay. Well, I could have parked there. It's fun. Like I and Dude said earlier, I like to make the raid about the raidee. So usually I don't give my spiel for follows and stuff right away. 'Cause I think that the raider deserves the attention. In that moment, which is contradictory to what a lot of streamers believe, but hey, I'm just a little quirky. What can I say? But I do want to say thank you all for the follows. I'll pause because there's a lot happening. Thank you for the follow. Magical Tats, Silly Doggy La Mama, that's a good name. Cameo Code, Dixie Chris, Abby Kate, Garcia Plays, Agent Man Dark, and Pico Blue. Thank you all. I stream every single night at 10 p.m. EST, Thursday through Sunday. Feel free to come by anytime. I also do a bunch of, I do like events, I do 12-hour streams, I do community nights, and so on and so forth. I also post to YouTube. I got a VOD show. There's a bunch of shit. You don't need to worry about any of it. Just join the Discord. If you join the Discord, in the announcements channel, you can get a schedule roll, and you'll know what I'm doing on every single platform every single week. You don't need to think about it. You just join the Discord, okay? The 12-hour command does not exist until there's a 12-hour. So you can just join the Discord, and then you can keep up with everything, okay? Okay. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. And every Monday, you can read through typees and get scarred. My earbud just died. It's gonna be a pee break soon. Beats us in the Discord? Yeah. That's when y'all get what you deserve. Speaking of community nights, by the way, first one is next Tuesday, by the way, for the Discord ones. First time we're ever doing it in the Discord. Cosmetics. Yoink. Not that great of ones, though. The castle? That's something. I found a bug. Guys, I found a bug. Well, I'm glad that didn't break anything. Park here for a second. Let's see if I can fix these tires. I don't have any sealing kits. I probably can make some. Oh. That's a bit more than a it's a bit more than a pop. Than a It's bad. That's not good. Can I make a tire? No. Is there a car near me? I passed by like 6 squires. We'll just go. We'll find one along the way. It'll be fine. Also, for all of y'all that are new, we do pee breaks a little interestingly. So we're about to take a 6-minute pee break, roughly. The reason that is because we're going to run ads twice. We're basically going to do 2 runs of 3 minutes of ads, 6 total, which is then going to result in 2 hours of ad-free content after. So that way, you can get a lot of content after. So take this time, take a piss, go get us snacks. If you're sticking around and you're not having the ads, enjoy the shout-outs, okay? Okay. Pee break. Boss cut off. Clearly, I just hate that Italian man. Clearly, that's what this means. Mm-hmm. Why I oughta. Wop wop. Drew's racist against Italians. I mean, white people, am I right, gamers? Sir? 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 Thank you. Needed that. Okay. Rude, first off. Okay. Man. In just like 2 seconds flat, my car became so much more busted than it was. You know? That was insane. God damn. Yeah, I got pincer attacked. Yeah, exactly. That's what that was, yeah. I got double teamed, straight up Eiffel Tower. Okay. Well, I mean, I think I have a broken window right now, actually. Okay. I have the Liberator. Yeah. So now I can get a tire for free. Oh, it's just a summer tire? Well, I'm just gonna move on then, alright? I'm gonna be picky about my tires. I would rather have my broken one. I seen some cosplayers for Owl House. It was very cute. On Twitter. Owl House. In the middle of Owl Street. There's some magnets here. That's good. Can't tell if that's Olympian or the bubble stuff. It's the bubbles. It's the bubbles. Owl House. In the middle of Owl Street. One day... scrap for the magnets? One day, probably years upon years from now, we're going to get the real ending of Owl House. You know? Like, I feel like that's something that's gonna happen. It's like... they're gonna go through and, like, remake Owl House, and we're gonna get the real ending. The creator's actual vision, you know what I mean? Hell yeah. Cosplay as Luz when she went to prom. Apparently I need to rewatch Owl House. Very good show. I never finished my... Also, I never said, how you doing, Wing? I need to finish my rewatch of Adventure Time one of these days. More importantly, I need to buy back into Amazon Prime so that I can finish Invincible now that that's wrapping up. My tire just popped or something. Couldn't do anything about that! Oh, here we go. If there is one adult cartoon I was pissed off as, it's Netflix canceling Inside Job. I love that show, and they left it on a cliffhanger before it got canceled. I was also watching Inside Job when it got canceled. I thought that the show was okay. I wasn't in love with the show. I can understand, but I also feel as though, like, this is one of those cases where Netflix didn't really give it a chance. It wasn't marketed nearly enough, and, like, it just, you know... Netflix, like, I seen, because of Big Chunk, being such a fan of One Piece. I seen him say on Twitter that apparently Lily Pichu thinks that the live action of One Piece is better than the animated. And Chunk said some joke in relation to it, but like, but I read that and I was thinking, like, there's one season of the One Piece show. And they only got up to... They're not even up to where I'm at. And I'm still sub 100 episodes. There is so much time for them to ruin the One Piece show. And I guarantee you they're going to. You know? Like... If the One Piece show wasn't ruined by the end of it, the live-action show, I would be more surprised. I think that the success that the One Piece show had in Season 1 makes it even more likely that it's going to get canceled. Or that it's going to perform poorly and then get canceled. I got to episode 6 on One Piece. The live-action or the animated? Because the animated doesn't get good until, like, episode 20-something. Of the anime. Yeah, you kind of have to suffer for, like, 25-ish episodes of the anime before it starts getting good. But then once it gets good, it has stayed outside of like 6 episodes of filler. It has stayed good that entire time.
Give us the rundown, Francis.
But me?
The electrical grid is your department.
You know the plan as well as I do.
So you'd rather trust me than have to speak up for yourself? Guess you're on your own, driver. Good luck.
Okay, fine. The regular anchors aren't enough to overcharge the arc device to the level we need. But there's an old anomaly barricade we can piggyback onto. It's archaic technology, an early attempt to stop anomalies from drifting out into the wider Olympic Peninsula. It worked for some time.
Until it didn't.
But long enough to get the old wall built.
The barricade's in bad shape, but what's a little rampant voltage leakage? Not like the ghosts and goblins in the deep zone will mind. And if they do, all the better for Francis. Huh?
Appreciate the olive branch, Abby, but boy, do you have a lot to learn about the paranormal. I'd be happy to give you a primer after all this is over.
Hard pass. I'm far too old for that.
The car will induce a current along the barricade, in the same way you did it crossing the old wall. Every connection point needs to be induced within a limited time. Electrify the entire barricade, and we'll have all the power we need.
You heard him. Floor it, driver.
Yeah, I'm at, actually, hang on before I do that. I'm on, Drum Island still. However, I think I'm on the lead up to it ending. Which is, chopper stuff. But again, I think I'm on the lead up of the end of it. Very early in stuff. Are you saying you might watch it as in Owl House or One Piece? Because I can 100% understand people not watching One Piece because of the commitment. Like, there's a lot. I can get it. With Owl House, like, it is a very short show. And you can watch it in a lot of places. It's worth the time. Don't text and drive, chat. How you doing, Eli? We walk in there. You know we're getting battery back slowly over time anyways. I would like to charge up. Once we start on this track, it seems like we're not going to be able to stop. Hang on a minute. Is my fucking engine busted again? Drew, unpause now. You're right. Why is this happening? Oh, because my engine's fragile. Eerie. No fix. This workhorse is dying. All that stress and strain plus the effects of an anomaly or 3 has been too much for this engine. It doesn't matter that there aren't thousands of miles on the clock. What matters is that this will need to be replaced as soon as possible. That makes sense, man. Why did I need to unpause so desperately?
You're near the barricade's operating station. Can you get in there and look around? We need something that'll give us the lay of the land.
I just got to the Alabasta arc. That's when it starts getting good.
In the strip club. Straight up twerking it. And buy it. Haha. Well, let's just say, my peanuts.
Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. I agree. I agree. Scan barricade map in operations tower. Right here? Oh.
Perfect. I'm uploading the barricade map to your ARC device. By my calculations, if you electrify all 8 posts, you'll have all the power you need.
Okay.
Oppie, does that seem right?
Gunini gum I love you lot.
I think so. Yeah, I ran the numbers.
Hey, I love you. Mwah!
Then get to it, driver.
Okay. James, how are you? Did that not count? I went through it. It didn't turn green. Okay, maybe I'm confused. I don't know. It's fine. I'll keep moving on. Maybe I'm just confused. Yeah, I was. Okay. I see how it works now. It said looking good, driver. This is from the game Everhood. Everhood 2 on launch? Yeah. Definitely. Whoa. Yeah, they're making it too. Whoa. Good.
We're charged. Arc device readings at 4.2 gigajoules and holding steady.
Good, then we're all set. The arc device is ready to go. It'll hold that charge for as long as we need it.
What now? Charge the arc device?
Pedal to the metal, driver. Storm's coming.
Again. Oh! I'm okay. I can't see. Hang on, brief detour. Detour, hang on, wait. Hang on. Brief detour, hang on, brief detour. These are rare, I need them. Alright. Okay, anyways, as we were saying...
Can you see the sun is shining on me?
Where are you going? So many places that I wasn't supposed to go. So I'm hoping that... Oh, hang on. There's going to be dialogue.
Nice work out there. The whale could be a lot. Take your time and gear up. No telling what that remnant's going to unleash.
Perfect barking. The last mission, chat.
Hey, driver. I sent you something, if you don't mind taking a look.
Okay. Oh.
Tobias's favorite cryptid of them all. If it's not too much to ask, if you could put it on your dashboard so Tobias can come along for the ride for wherever you're going. But don't feel obligated by any means.
I feel obligated. Whoops. Never forget, ride together forever. A weird looking bear. I also got... the castle. Sure. Hang on. Looks like a fucked up polar bear. I broke it. as I was saying, I'm hoping that that the team behind Everhood and I can have a bit of like a relationship. I'm hoping that like either they give me the game early and I'm allowed to make content in relation to it, or I just get the game off launch. Because we have had like a back and forth on Twitter before in relation to Everhood 1. So I'm hoping that that we can work together on Everhood 2. If we can't, no biggie. I'm gonna be real. I'm still buying the game and playing it off launch. It's not that big of a deal. But I am hoping that we can have that we can work together on this. Theory videos? I mean, like I could make a story a story video in relation to it. But I don't know. We'll probably replay Everhood 1, but when we get close to it. Because I did love that game. One game that I really want to replay that is like a very high priority, like we're probably going to do it soon, is Signalis. When I played Signalis originally, it was directly after we finished God of War Ragnarok, which is like an amazing story. And while we were also playing Silent Hill, the Silent Hill series. So like when I played Signalis, like I remember 2 things about Signalis. And that's it. Only 2 things. One is an enemy, and then the other is a cutscene that doesn't have really any story implications. So like so because of the time in which I played it, the things that surrounded it made that game lesser than I feel like I actually feel it is. And in turn, I want to replay that game. I feel as though I didn't give that game the respect that it deserved. So I'm gonna replay that one. Yeah, that's on the game plan. I might do that. Like that might be our unless something else comes out that takes precedent. That might be our like in between game before we do Spirit Tracks. We're probably gonna play Signalis before we jump into Spirit Tracks, just to have like a 1 game break between Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks. So, but we'll see. See you in a minute, VOD watchers. All right, to the end. For the VOD watchers, we got some more Olympian stuff. Not fully kitted out in Olympian, but we got more Olympian stuff. That's pretty much it. I upgraded some of my clothing stuff. Not really much. One queue up country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Miko di Miko, hello, how are you? Woo, la la la. Hey, 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 hey. Alright, we're just gonna go. Fuck it, cowbunga. Cowabunga. We will loot when we get to the marsh area, though. Unless there's like unless it's a heavy activity area. the marsh area has heavy flow, then we'll rush through. Well, good. Keep it that way. Okay. And my butt itches. Someone scratch it. Can't take my hands off the wheel, please. Just reach from the back seat. Come on. Help a brother out. Help me out. Thank you. I feel much better. Thank you. I'm not going near that. My booty's cleaner than yours. Thank you. I appreciate it. Good. Just passing through. Just a quick little drive. Oops.
Flip!
Fine. I guess you are my little pop champ.
Thank
Come
you.
here.
All right. Easy peasy. Just a calm little drive through the countryside. All right. This one has this is a danger zone, so we're gonna rush through this one as well. The next one after this we'll do chill. We'll slow down and collect things. But this is a high storm area. And it's just a stray shot, so I'm just gonna do this and then we're gonna go.
Can you see the sun is shining on me? It makes me feel so free, so alive. It makes me want to survive. And the sky, it makes me feel so high. The bad times pass me by. 'Cause today it's gonna be a
You know what I never did? Didn't read the lore we collected. Do it after this.
Without you, there's nothing for me to do. Can you feel the sunshine too? It's coming through. It makes me feel brand new. When you're here, I wish you were always near. 'Cause everything's so clear. And today, it's gonna be a brighter day.
Fine.
Can you feel the sunshine? Does it brighten up the day? Don't you feel that sometimes you just need to run away? Reach out for the sunshine, forget about the rain.
Okay. Ooh. This is a big highway, so we gotta have a halfway point. I wish the little flag on the castle was moving. Dog stickers. Steel door. All right, push it on. Oh, I said I was gonna read the lore. I forgot. Hello? There we go. Where's my mouse? Okay. Lore. Here we are. We have more in the SRR meeting minutes. Agenda. Issues arising from Reginald Stanley Robinson's minute taking. Correct use of Oxford comma. Appropriate levels of alcoholic consumptions during versus after SRR meetings. Effects of latter upon former. Arising concerns. Dr. Ophelia Turner articulated difficulty being heard amongst lively male discussion. Dr. Ophelia Turner presented data detailing number of interruptions by other SRR members. Action items. Members to raise their hands before speaking during presentations. Open discussion to be mindful of interruption. Reginald Stanley Robinson to catalog all such. AOB. Whiskey tasting. Courtesy of Dr. Ophelia Turner. She's just a little bit of an alcoholic. That's it. I've had it. My supervisor told me to record all the pneumatube problems as another anomaly and get back to work. No one else cares about solving this problem. No one cares about the tubes like I do. There's a typo there. So I'm taking things into my own hands. Consider this my official resignation. After 15 years as the pneumatube technician, I found my true calling. I'm going in. I will figure out what's happening in there. If it's the last thing I do. Whoa. The mailman jumped into the tube. That's crazy. That's wild. Wait, were there any anomaly information? Hello? No. Okay. Ophelia? Yeah, I think she's a little bit of an alcoholic, but that's okay. We love her. She's trying her best. Can you really blame her? If I was in, if I lived in this place, I would also probably be an alcoholic. Yeah. Okay, have any of you ever used a crowbar? Was it cool? Did you feel epic? And I don't mean epic. I mean epic. Different. can't achieve those levels of girl boss without abusing it at least once. True. I painted it like the Half-Life crowbar. That is super cool. Used one to help me tear down an old garage. It was fun times. Not sure if I could use it to break chains off of cabinets, though. Yeah, the question that I have is how do you fit it in there? Like, I get that it has, like, a sharp, thin edge. But, like, I don't know. It feels like a very situational tool. I'd gladly beat up bugs, though. Or, you know, whatever you do in Half-Life. I never played the game. I know of the game. I think it's like aliens. They're like aliens. 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 That's better. There's the one. Aliens. Beating up aliens. Hang on. I need spare tires just in case. There's the Liberator. Couldn't find it. Use the mouth to jam it into tight spaces, so maybe that would work for the cabinet. True. What did you just call me? Nothing you didn't deserve. Nope. No off-road tires, so I don't care. Next! Imagine in real life you accidentally turn off your windshield wipers when you meant to turn on your car. Okay. Now I'm in the danger zone, I believe. No, this is still the swamp, actually. Looking for the bioluminescent stuff, or I don't think that's here. Or the gecko eggs, the marsh eggs. Either would be good. Okay. The door cracked. That's fine. Here. This place is pretty chill. I'll fix it here. That emote did not work. There you go. I cannot make a ceiling kit. I need duct tape. Okay. No, I'll just follow the road. There's no point in going downhill when I'm not in a hurry. Like, everything's fine right now. Pretty chill overall. Here's my back bumper. What's happened to my back bumper? Let's see. So I need an electrician's kit for that, and I need a sealing kit for the window. Electrician's kit I can make. Window I cannot. Which is fine. You gonna arc to me? I'd like you to. No? Maybe they will eventually. No biggie. Yeah, my car has a lightning rod on it, so those guys give me power. Let me read the thing I just got. Whatever it is. What? This is the real deal. This is how we truly make money from limb technology. Forget the physics. Forget the engineering. It's the chemistry. What we've got here is the secret to a host of new, more efficient catalysts. See, petroleum refining is dependent on a variety of catalysts, right? But there are a boatload of applications in everything, from pharmaceuticals to biocatalysts. They are the secret ingredient in so many modern industrial processes. We have the key to lowering their activation energy to ludicrously low levels. Imagine how much the chemical and petroleum companies would pay for this. And if Arda won't sell, then we should really wait. So we shouldn't talk about this here. I feel like I read this already. I feel like I already read that. Maybe the thing about like the how I've been noticing that that it reset my settings. Maybe that's a bigger problem than what what we knew. Maybe they also lost the data of what notes I picked up, which is a shame, which is a massive shame, but nothing that I can fix. My tire popped. Can I make a sealing kit yet? Did I find duct tape in there? Yes, I did. Only one. Tire takes priority over window. Oh, I left the window, the open. Okay. Taking a little bit of the long way right now, but it's getting us materials that we're gonna need later, so it's fine. Okay, my car is only getting demolished. I have to go all the way up there. Okay. Another tire popped? Come on, man. Why is it always the tires? Man. Bag, dude. I need to go left. I'm gonna get this arc energy and head into that house. First off, I'm gonna take the mechanics kit and I'm gonna take my lantern. I see that you're oh, you're not. Never mind. Whoops. Here's the reactor, but the house thing is right there, so I'm gonna get it on the way back. Yeah, I'd break into somebody's house. I watched a movie a while ago. And it, like, gave me a weird fear that isn't really a fear. I'm not afraid of it, but it's, like, a weird thing that lives in the back of my brain. Where I learned about something called frogging. Where it basically is, people will, like, live in your house in a place that you can't see. They'll just live there, and, like, in your attic or something, and they'll, like, come out when everybody's not home and stuff. It's like advanced squatting. Parasite? Yeah. No, because Parasite is squatting. That's different. This is like you jump from home to home. That's why it's called frogging, because you're jumping from the lily pad to lily pad. Alright, this one's risky, so unless we see a repair place, we're not gonna stop. I do need rubber, though. We might stop by cars and see if we can get some of their tires for a few of them. I need rubber to make sealing kits. One right here. light it and then I sit it down. Ooh, okay. Let me go ahead and go get the vacuum too. Oh, I already had it. Okay. Car is inside this rock. Get that later. Okay. I'm in need of duct tape again. I can fix the one tire. One thing fixed is better than no thing fixed. You're still doing good. You guys like the change that I made to first? If y'all have noticed. Hey, Usa, how are you? If y'all have noticed, that is. Do I have repair putty in here? I do. Okay, let me use some. So, chilling in here. How you doing, Usa? You feeling better? Sure, my headlights are good. Makes first feel more powerful. Yeah. I just noticed that nobody did the command ever. So it's like I figure, why have it be a command if nobody's going to use it? Let's instead have it be a thing that pops up if anybody says the word first ever. Eventually, I would like it to pop up. Yeah, but now you can do the same thing just by saying the word first. Like, you can still do that, Ace. You just have to say the word first without the exclamation mark. Eventually, I would like to make it trigger off my voice as well. I would like to have, like, voice commands and stuff. That's something I would like to do in the future. I had one for a while for the word cult. So that Pancake would do the cult emote when I said it. It just never happened. So I just didn't do it. And then I would have to work out the kinks for it. But Pancake does do it when you guys say cult. First is the worst? Yeah, but you weren't even second, so. second is the best, and third's the one with the hairy chest. Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be dead. You bad little bitch, devil. Oh wow, it's just a straight shot.
This is really it, huh? The end of the road. Soon we'll finally see for ourselves what caused the mass hallucination.
And what Tobias and Alan died for.
And whether it was all worth it.
I thought I had 2 charges. But instead I have no charges. That's okay. Better than nothing. This is the last mission, Dumpling. At least it seems like it is. Called the end of the road. This is what the game has been leading up to. If this wasn't the end of the game, I would be fucking amazed.
Francis,
Yeah?
thank you for trusting me when you had every reason not to. Getting to this point together with you, it makes me feel like my old self again.
It's been an honor to watch you work, Dr. Turner. These gamma readings, are they real? I can't even begin to guess what could be outputting this much radiation.
Some sort of energy reservoir, a massive fission reaction, or
A portal.
Atlantis.
Oh.
If this thing really leads us to Atlantis, I'm turning in my PhD.
God, if only Tobias were here to see it.
I would have liked to hear his take on all this. For once.
Green light. Okay. It's a red herring. Could be. I mean, I imagine the game doesn't end. Like, you know how games are nowadays. The end of the game happens, and then there's more games, so that you can keep going if you want. It's like, hey, start New Game Plus, or just keep playing. You know, that kind of thing. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened, but like, will that happen? But like, credits will still roll probably.
All right, driver. You're almost to the threshold. Remember, Francis and I have got your back. Once you get that car to the well, we'll keep the gamma ray burst under control for as long as we can. Whatever happens, whatever state you find yourself in, the arc device will be your safety net. Use it. Get back to us, you hear me?
Ready when you are, driver.
I need a spare tire. Just in case. Just in case. I don't know what's in there. I'd rather be prepared than not. Okay. Ooh, she a devil. She a bad little bitch. She a devil. Okay. Hang on. One more thing. Can I make a sealing kit? Okay, good. Alright, now we're good. Look, my no hands. They're steering that car with their penis. These are, this is a much better spare tire. Much better. Okay. Whoops.
It's opening? Godspeed, driver.
Flashbang.
Hoppy? Hoppy!
Did it work? What's the energy output? Damn it, Alan, I'm fine. Light nearly blinded me. Can you read it?
Yeah, let me see. 500 kilojoules? Hoppy, what is this?
The future. I call it limb waves.
Oh. A little bit of a flashback. Whoa! See, so it's like we interrupt this broadcast.
Alan, gosh. Is it that time already?
So, about leaving Arda. I was thinking, how about by Christmas?
Yes, maybe. I just need to solve this instability issue. I loathe to think about leaving the Olympic Peninsula like this.
There's always more to do.
I know. I'm sorry.
And I love you for it. I'm just wondering if you'll really be able to walk away from all this. It's okay if you can't.
You abandoned the world to work here beside me. Fair is fair.
Len Tech is a world-changing discovery. Your world-changing discovery.
Anomaly.
Fairness isn't even a consideration.
We agreed to have children, and I'm not having them in this hellhole.
Good, because I'd love to have 8.
What?
Then I hope you're ready to carry at least half of those yourself.
I love you.
I love you.
I love you, bitch. Those babies are gonna come out like fucking sons of the forest, goddamn. Power is very similar to Scorched Area. They're all like radio TVs with the little things, and the limb waves are all about frequencies and stuff. And we're in a room that is filled with TVs that all are built off of frequencies. When the limb waves themselves are frequency.
Tobias, the movers are here. Wait, why aren't you packed?
I ain't going.
The evacuation orders can
go to hell. We leave and we never see the inside of these walls again. All the things we've been investigating, the ripple, the echoes from the swamp, they'll all fade away. I'm gonna stay and chase down these stories, wherever they take me.
Tobias,
Stay here. With me.
MSEC notice 23B last stage evacuation. Alan's was all purples and grays, and now I'm on Tobias's, which is wood flooring with warm lighting. Still the TVs. these work as like waves, like I'm being put, not a rave, that's different, like being pulled along.
You hear me, Clark?
I'm here to deliver the committee's decision. You have been found guilty of doctoring experimental data. This action is in clear violation of Arda's scientific integrity. Judgment has been rendered. You may stay and work, but your clearance will be lowered to level 3.
So I'm to be a glorified flask cleaner.
Take it as a win. You could have been court-martialed instead.
Yeah, I'm sure you would have liked that much better.
What I like has no bearing on this decision. See you on Monday, Dr. Cook.
Different now. The letters are backwards. Well, the TV's mirrored. Are all the TVs mirrored? Yes, they're either mirrored or upside down. Oh, that one's not. Okay. Interesting. Structures. Cement, but warm lighting.
Driver, do you read me? Driver, you passed through some sort of opening. We managed to hold it steady, but the energy expulsion is growing. We don't have much longer.
If you can hear this, you need to get back now.
Hey, look! The gang's back together!
Tobias?
I never told you how grateful I was that you stayed behind in the zone. With me. These years, best of my life. Foraging for mushrooms, slogging through swamplands, combing through hours and hours of terrible field recordings. Not a single moment wasted. Thank you. For everything.
It was all you. You made me feel capable. That anything was possible. That I wasn't some second-rate scientist. All my happiness was thanks to you. And I'm afraid of how I'll survive without you.
I'm not. You got this. You always have. Hey, Oppie. Alan sends his regards. And he wants to know why you haven't taken his advice yet. Driver, is that a gumbaroo on your dash? No, I'll be damned. Bye. Until next time.
Tobias? Tobias!
Driver, if you can hear this, we can't keep the well stable for much longer. Wherever you are, come back.
I mean, like, I got bad news for you, homie. I'm not in my car, so I can't come back. Also, notice that this is very similar to the garage floor, I believe. Like, that's why it's, like, the driver, and, like, here there's the jukebox. Or, that's an arcade machine. There was the jukebox from the garage. There's a dumpster. Turn around. Darkness. Just the path. Purple. New lighting. Barricades? Turning red. Good movie. Warning. Caution. Warning, caution. Restricted area, authorized personnel only. Oops! Warning, high R levels facility, extreme caution advised, further inquiries directed to state C2B. I like options. I had to press this button specifically so that I can snooze the ads. Because apparently that doesn't skip Q. Okay, there we go. There she is. What's that smoke? There we go. You doing good, baby? Alright. Hello, car. Missed you, Remy. Yeah, let me pet my car. Wait, what the fuck? Okay, I thought I touched it and my lights went off. I thought I found a quirk last second, but no.
Got just a little longer. Hold steady, Francis. Keep those limb bases aligned. Not even a .001 deviation, you get me?
I'm trying. The anchor field is wobbling, Poppy. Anything we can do to stabilize things on your side?
Punching it as hard as I can. Francis, hold tight.
I can't. The phase, it's desyncing.
Driver, punch it. Go!
Okay.
You made it back, driver. All in one piece, it looks like.
And no sign of the Remnant's energy signature anywhere in that car. You're free.
But the car's maintained its link to you. Fascinating. We'll never know how far the Remnant's obsessions wormed into your head, but you should be safe from it getting any worse. In theory.
Oppie, I'm sorry. You didn't get to talk to Alan again.
We managed to pull off the near impossible. And the first thing you do is apologize?
Sorry. I mean,
Don't worry. It was Tobias's fault. He hogged the frequency all for himself yet again.
You heard him too.
I did. That means I didn't imagine that last conversation with Alan. And you know what else?
What?
That your theory was right. And Tobias called it. All that bluster, and he ended up showing us scientists a thing or two. Those moments we heard, they were all from the past. Being inside that well somehow allowed the Remnant to access those imprints and replay them. But Tobias's voice wasn't from the past, it was from somewhere else entirely.
But where? And how?
No clue. Do me a favor. Once you figure it out, don't bother telling me. I'm leaving the zone.
I'm sorry, what?
Alan came to tell me goodbye, and that I was forgiven 37 years ago. I didn't listen. So now, finally, I'm going to take his advice. I should have left the zone a long time ago.
But if we solve this, maybe there's a way to speak to him again.
I heard what I needed to hear. It only took me 37 years to listen. Anyway, all that sounds like a young scientist game. It's not for me anymore. Francis, you decide what to do from here. You can carry the torch and continue the research, or get out of this cursed place and find your own way. It's your decision. And driver, you're free now. You can do what you want from here. But if you'll allow an old woman one last hope, stay here with Francis. There's so many more stories for the zone to tell. And the both of you are young enough to listen. My ears are bad. And I refuse to hear them. I've removed all access restrictions to my systems, Francis. The helm is yours.
Wait, I don't know if I can do this alone.
You're not alone. You've got clear eyes, ears open to the impossible, and the driver. Dr. Cook, driver. It's been a pleasure. This is Dr. Ophelia Turner. Signing off.
Oppie? Oppie! Really? Well, driver, if you don't mind sticking around with me, Oppie was right. There's still so much of the zone that we still don't know about. But with your help, we can tell those stories. I'm no Oppie, but I'll do the best I can. You're no longer bound to the car, but it's stayed with you and will continue to protect you as you travel the zone. Go on then. As long as you're willing to drive, I'm along for the ride.
So, like, if I go back over here, there's nothing here, right? I'm just free to do whatever. Alright. Well. Can't, okay, alright, whatever. Okay. So here's the thing. That ending sucked. And honestly, it's kind of a bummer. So I feel as though there is... I'm getting there. Give me some time. I feel as though there is a... And if my mic's too loud because it's close to me, let me know. I have it set up so that it's far away, but I'm chilling. So, like, I'm talking quietly. So, like, let me know if this is too loud or anything. It's a little loud? Okay, cool. I'll back. I feel as though I want to preface that this is these devs' first game. This is the first game that they've made. Ironwood Studios. This is their first game. This game was marketed to all hell by PlayStation, which is a lot of hype for a indie game that is the first indie game put out by a studio. That is a lot to put on an indie studio. We can see that from No Man's Sky and the pressure that did to them. I can't imagine the amount of pressure going into this game and the amount of anxiety following its release. I play games for story. That is the whole reason I play video games. I like story in games. It is very rare that I enjoy a game that doesn't have a story of some kind. A lot of the time, the only reason I'm able to play games like that is because the games make stories, like Crusader Kings, for example. So it is very rare that I'm able to play a game without a story. I love storytelling in video games. I love the way that it is interactive in that way, and I love that kind of vibe. The story of this game feels insanely secondary, where it feels as though they created an idea of, like, car anomalies. Now what? And they didn't think any further than that. Which is a shame, because the characters that they created are good. The voice actors' performance as those characters is good. They are incredibly good at their job. They did a good job. But beyond when you look at the story beyond the initial concept, when you look at the story beyond the initial foundation and you start to peer above that, right? You look at the house that the foundation is sitting on, right? All of a sudden, you start to see how poorly built it is and how it very quickly falls apart. That ending, and in turn the story as a whole, didn't answer any questions. The only question that has been answered, and it wasn't through the main story, we had to read a random thing to figure it out, is that limb technology is frequencies. It's all about frequencies. We can then infer that these frequencies may have tore a hole through reality, summoning these anomalies, right? We can infer that, but, like, the story doesn't say that. So, like, the story of this game feels incredibly secondary in a way that it really shouldn't. because the bones that are there are so interesting. Just the body is bad and lackluster and just not good. And that sucks. Because the game itself is fun to play. The managing of the vehicle and the horror aspect, and we'll dive more into that in a minute, is there and is good. It's just... you know? Like, so, like... we got sucked into this zone. It never answered why. There's all these anomalies. It never explained them. Every single time I scanned an anomaly, it was just like, yeah, this thing's acting weird. It never explained it. It never gave context, which is fine sometimes, but that's the entire game. So, like, it creates this world of questions, comparable to a Control or an SCP, but it never answers anything. And then Appia is like, welp, I'm out. You can't leave the zone. That was the entire story of the game, is that you can't leave the zone. If that was a thing, then we could have left ages ago, regardless of the remnant being bound to us. We could leave right now. We can't. Like, look at the map. There's no exit. There's no exit here. I can't leave. Like, so, like, it's like... It never answers any questions. Every single question that was here at the beginning of the game is still there. Literally, the only question that has been answered this entire game is Tobias and Francis a gay couple? The answer is yes. That's it! That's the only question that has been answered. And frankly, I don't fucking care about that question. It's just a cool little thing. It's like, cool, you're gay. I don't care beyond that. Like, it's like, so it's just a cool little thing. It has nothing to do with the greater plot. So it's like, that's the only question that has been answered. Therefore, the rest of it is like still a question mark, which isn't the point of a story. When you propose a question, you either capitalize on that by adding another layer to that question and continue adding to the question. An example of that done well would be anything in the Eldritch horror genre. Is where a question keeps being added upon with no answers in sight, right? Or you ask that question, and then eventually you answer that question. That is storytelling, right? So it's like, no questions have been answered in this story, therefore the story doesn't matter. Which sucks, because the story that was there, the concepts of that story, were good. So right then and there, we've tackled my number one thing of, like, I like story in video games. Story of game was bad, right? So it's like right then and there is a big negative, right? I have something in my eye. Right then and there is a very big negative that the main thing that I play games for is story, and the story was bad, right? So, like, what's there beyond that? Well, secondary for me usually is music, right? I love music, especially when it's dynamic music used in a game. I'm a streamer. I have to play with copyright-free mode. There's like 4 songs on the radio. Therefore, don't rely on that. In turn, you rely on the in-game soundtrack. It was not good. It wasn't good. This was it. That's the entire soundtrack. You could have done something like synth wavy or something. There's about to be an ad. We'll take a break off the review when that happens. You could have did something like synth wavy or something like that, but no, it's nothing. It's just kind of like ambient guitar. And it's like, there's nothing there. That's not enough for what this is. There's an ad. We'll take a quick break, and then I'll come back and continue this review. Sorry for the poor timing. Yeah, sorry about that. I couldn't stop it. I had to delay it for the ending, so I knew that it was going to happen at some point. Anyways, as I was saying. So, the story's bad, okay? It has good bones. It doesn't have good structure. So, for the most part, the story's bad. The music, without having the copyrighted music on, so we're not counting that because we're talking about my experience here. So, the music that is there is also not good. It's barely there. I'm not that blind. I can read you. I'm nearsighted. But the story that's there isn't good. The music that's there isn't good. What's left? Well, the gameplay, graphics, and generally how the game made me feel. Gameplay-wise, I like the 2-to-1 structure of exploration to survival management kind of game. Now, unfortunately, and maybe this isn't what they were going for, so maybe this is not a good thing to say, but with all horror games, when you see the monster, the game becomes less scary. So, in this game, every single time I encountered a new anomaly, it was an initial spike of fear, and then it immediately went down as I realized that their danger wasn't that much. In reality, the only thing that I feel I was ever actually in danger of was the weather, with like the columns falling from the sky or so on and so forth. That kind of thing. The actual anomalies like the Taurus or the bunnies or so on and so forth, after the first, maybe second time seeing them, they weren't that much of a threat. Throughout this game, there was really only one run where I felt like I was actually in any danger, and that was the one in the last session. Other than that, I never really felt like I was ever super challenged by this game or scared of this game after like maybe hour 5. So, in turn, that's removed from the equation very rapidly. What's left? Exploration. Exploration doesn't pay off unless there's an answer at the end of exploration or a reward at the end of exploration. That didn't happen because again, I had nothing answered for me at any point. So in turn, answers gone. That's the biggest reward you can give. What's left? Making the car better. Those are things that I find over time because this is a survival game kind of thing, so you find those over time. It's not... I've never had a point where, like... Think, like, fantasy game, right? You go into a cave, and you explore that cave system, and at the end, there's a really cool, rare sword that, like, does magic damage, or, like, it shoots flames out of it or something. That's a reward that is meaningful and has depth and makes you feel like your time was well spent. Because in this game, there's never a carrot on the end of the stick. Rather, the carrot is cut up and put along the stick. It makes it so that you never feel rewarded for your exploration, which in turn, a lot of the time, makes exploration feel not worth it. On top of that, there's no side stories, there's no side plot, other than the mailman and stuff like that, which you just find around. There's no specific thing that you have to do to get those, you just find them. Like, the only real side plot is the Chiaki stuff. But, like, what she was researching, or what they were researching, rather, was... Oh, happy Trans Day, by the way. What they were researching was... oh, yeah, sure, I got you. What they were researching... hi, Omicron, how are you? What they were researching was, OPI and limb technology and, ARDA. I never had a need to, continue exploring that storyline because Oppie was right here telling us things. Nothing of value, but telling us things. So in turn, once again, no storylines were actually worth it. It's just like, and yet I still enjoyed the game. You know, like first off, it's pretty. I mean, like, look at it. It's a pretty video game. All right, like it's a pretty game. Okay, so graphics good, but like that's not really that big of a deal to me. But like I still enjoyed the bones of the game here. I just don't feel as though my time during the I think we're at like 36 hours or something. 45. That accurate? Yeah. I don't feel as though my 45 hours were time well spent. I still had a good time. I don't think that it was a waste of time, but I feel as though I could have played a different 45-hour game and had a better time. Had my storylines rewarded and had my exploration rewarded, and it didn't feel like this game did it. The game is lacking in creatures that specifically become active when the player is outside the car and vulnerable. I agree. I feel as though this game had a lot of really good concepts, but it never capitalized on those concepts in a way that felt valuable. Does that make sense? So for me, I certainly don't think the game was bad overall, but like I definitely don't feel as though it was great either, if that makes sense. So I'm kind of landing at a, let me open up my ratings so I can think about this. I'm kind of landing at a, I'm landing at a 6 out of 10, I believe. I think that's what we're gonna say. I think I'm landing at a 6 out of 10. If they ever release DLC or anything to that kind of thing, if they ever do that, then I'm down to come back to it and play again. I'm not against it. Again, I still did enjoy the game. I think it's good. I just don't think it's great. And overall, like, to really end cap that, I missed two things. Well, first off, let me finish what I'm saying. To really end cap that, I think that for their first game, for Ironwood Studios' first game, this was phenomenal, right? For this to be their first thing that they released, I am so excited to see what they do next, and I'm going to keep my eye on them, because this was phenomenal, for this being their first game as a studio that they've launched. I'm sure a lot of them as individuals have launched games, maybe, but, like, as a team, for this to be their first game is amazing. But another thing is the level up tree, right? So you have this system, and in reality, like, going back to the reward conversation, this would be the reward, is the stuff inside of here. Thank you for the follow, Omicron. I'll give you the spiel in a minute. Let me finish my review. So, if we're talking rewards, this would be the rewards. None of this feels super game-changing. You know, if I, like, think about it from the perspective of, like a hero shooter, like let's talk, like, Overwatch, Valorant, the new Marvel game that's coming out, so on and so forth, stuff like that, right? Or even, like, MOBAs, like League of Legends, Dota, those kind of things, right? When you have an ability, and you use that ability, especially if it's something in the form of an ultimate, you want that ability to have some sort of impact on the game you're playing. You want it to change something about what you're doing. You want it to have an effect that is at least more than what your normal attacks would be. This game didn't really have anything like that. Majority of the things inside of this tree, inside of these trees, I guess, plural, didn't really feel game-changing to a vast degree. It didn't feel like it was worth the the requirements. It didn't feel like it made things better, easier, or changed. You know, it feels lackluster. So, like, if we're talking rewards, this would be the rewards, and this doesn't feel good enough to be the sole reward. I really need to fix that. But this doesn't feel like it should be the sole reward, because it doesn't feel worth it. Okay? Does all that make sense? Any questions? Right? Any questions? Any reviews for yourselves? Anything? Meanwhile, Omicron, thank you for the follow. I like your name. Is it pronounced Omicron or is it Omicron? Do I need to pronounce the Do I have to have the hard I stream every single night, Thursday to Sunday, at 10 p.m. EST. Feel free to come by anytime. I also do a bunch of content on different platforms. I got a VOD channel. I got a bunch of stuff. You don't need to worry about it. Just join my Discord. You can look in the announcements channel. You can get the schedule roll if you want. And you can keep up with everything that I'm doing everywhere. You don't need to go follow me on all specific things. Just join the Discord. It's easy peasy. That'll come back, the audio. I already said my thoughts. I'll scroll up. I saw only parts of the stream because I don't like car driving sim games and I didn't understand the story. I get you. That's fine. I usually don't like car stuff either, but I enjoyed this game. I enjoyed Remy. Remy was my favorite part of the game, honestly. I just wish I could do more with him. And then Farm said, the game wanted to be science fiction, but never scienced the fiction. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It feels like this game... It feels like this game started writing an essay, but didn't get past the first 2 paragraphs. You know? This is the episode of SpongeBob where he writes the letter T for a really long time. You know, that's what this game is. And it's still, like... I'm still glad I played it. It's just, like, I wish I got more out of it. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. Anyways, for all of you that watched this, if you didn't watch the full thing and you want to watch the full thing, again, I got the VOD channel. You can go watch all the VODs of this game. Exclamation mark VODs. No. You can go watch that. You can also watch thousands of other VODs. Yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this game, whether you watched a little bit of it or the full thing. I hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah. So, unless I said it before, well, for those of you watching the VOD as well, I hope you enjoyed this series. Thank you for watching. I love you. Mwah!